The festival is nigh!
Start the match. Tanner, center square.
BBK. I want BBK.
I will go for Vike Invader. I don't know why. 4 friendly NPCs is the center square.
Let's see. Any more Limgrave Tree Scent? What are we rocking with?
Limgrave Tree Scent, another fast one. This is a really fast board, actually.
Yeah.
Millicent Invader, 2 Deathroot, 3 Paintings, Red Wolf.
Staves.
Yeah, this is a really, like, Red Wolf with Renala synergy is strong.
Yeah.
I mean, hold up. Is there a single Alta square on this board?
Smithing's plus 12.
Exaltation. There's a couple.
I mean, not
Exaltation, Guards.
Not many. I didn't even see 3 Paintings. I'm liking this board a lot.
This is a fast board. The only 2 that I think literally require, some of them you would want Altus, but the only 2 that literally require Altus are Exaltation and Gargs. Everything else can be done without Altus. So Altus is really not important on this board. It's nice for status effect Ashes of War. Obviously, you probably want Altus for like the rune level 55, right? Just for bigger bosses. But it's really not necessary, like, at all.
Yeah. What are we going to see from both of these players right now? Just off the bat, I'm thinking Ellie goes Tree Scent. I don't think Ratty is going to try and contest Tree Scent.
I think Ratty does kind of try and contest Tree Scent.
You think?
Yeah, fuck it.
D-Hal, dude.
I mean, I think you do. I especially if you're in Ratty's shoes. Like, fuck it, right? Like, I don't like this weapon choice. He should be using Prophet.
Yeah, I didn't even get to take a chance to look at the weapons.
Prophet's really stacked. If you want to contest Tree Scent, Prophet's really stacked. It has Weathered Straight Sword, which isn't great base AR, but it does have square off. 16 Vig and like 12 plus strength and dex. It's a very 13 strength, 12 dex, 16 Vig, and a square off sword.
I imagine Ratty just feels comfortable with the club. I mean, it's 2 charged for a stag.
Yeah, the only problem is with the club is that I think it is, if Ellie knows the script, which I know she has practiced, which is, to be fair, it's not a true script, just like you abuse square off to destroy the Tree Scent. I don't think the club is faster.
No.
Now, that class did have pretty good stats as well, and Ratty gets the Okina mask. Also, difference in starting items here. Ratty starts with the lanes between rune, while Ellie does start with the Crimson Amber medallion, working towards the Crimson Cerulean Viridian square, but will be down on the extra runes at the start of the game.
Any crazy bingos popping out right now? I mean, this board is so fast. I feel like it can be literally anything.
Yeah.
There's so many plays to initially start with. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm not even. I think you just open with Tree Sentinel just because it's the fastest possible thing, and then you just simply move on to like what you deem is the next fastest possible and pray. Like, this board is kind of insane to play, other than just like C square, get square, go. Like, the start is too ridiculous. Millicent's not a bad square because it does set you up well for Exikes here. And Tunnels is really good to do early.
How many Caelid squares? Do we have 2 Caelid squares?
Exikes is a Caelid square. Tunnels is realistically a Caelid square unless you do Scaly. Normally it's either Falling Star Beast or...
we don't have any Weeping, I believe. Do we?
Crimson Cerulean Viridian is Weeping.
1 Weeping.
Incants, there are incants in Weeping, but otherwise no. I mean, this whole board is just Liurnia, Limgrave, like that's it, and an old Caelid sprinkled in there, and then obviously there's late stuff, but yeah. Looks like they're both going tree scent, so this is going to be a race right off the bat.
Yeah. I wonder if Ratty knew that weapon had square off. I wonder why
he definitely knows. The question is, I just don't know if he's practiced the loop, because it is pretty good. It'll be 2 charged heavies and an R1 to stagger, I think, for Ratty, versus just 2 square offs.
Would have bet my life it was 2.
I think it only does 39 poise damage, and you need 40. Yeah. It's either 36 or 39. But yeah, you can see Ellie's just showing how strong square off is.
Yeah.
With these early game rushes, unless you have like Uchi or Starfist, it is almost impossible to contest a square off weapon, even if it is a really crappy one like Weathered Straight Sword. And Ellie does get the square. Realistically, I expect Ratty to finish out the fight here just for the weapon check.
Yeah, square off was the right choice.
It was Spirit Glaive. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ratty's just going to bail. He had too much. He's lucky that it's just Spirit Glaive. But yeah, Ratty immediately realized he made the wrong choice with square off.
I like him bailing.
Yeah. The club feels nice. Like, I remember in the DLC bingo season, like Bingo Brawler Season 4, Lil Aggie for a while was like trying to just run the club the entire time and make it work. It's just, it feels really nice because you get these stance breaks and stuff, but the base damage on it just simply isn't high enough to compete. Yeah, I like Snowy's idea of Millicent here with status effect Ashes of War, especially because Millicent also sets up Exikes in tunnels. Honestly, that row 2's nasty.
Row 2's nasty. I'm liking column 3. Column 3 could be fun.
Yeah, because you can do everything else and then put pressure on Gargs.
Yeah. Early Garg pressure could be kind of scary.
And it is Greatsword of Solitude in the Greatsword chest. That is a usable weapon, but not great. If you play with it with a full build, it's a really good weapon. Yeah. But it does have 2 things that hurt it in bingo. The first one is that unlike most of the base game weapons, almost all the damage is in the scaling for that one. Base game weapons, like, you can just have the weapon level and you're chilling. But with that one, it's like if you only have it +4 in minimum rex, it does not feel good. But if you have a lot of strength, it's incredible. And the second thing is that it actually has increased stamina consumption compared to other greatswords. So as a result,
it chunks.
It sucks in bingo, because if you have like a full build with like 25 endurance, you don't really notice it that much. But in bingo, you feel it.
All right, so we're seeing Ratty is going to go for NPCs for an immediate block. Ellie is immediately going to Liurnia, try to get ahead on those squares. What play do I like better? I mean, I love the Liurnia play.
Ellie fucked up the skip, but got the quit out. Well, I kind of feel like on this, I feel like the center square is the objectively better play.
Yeah.
But I think like it's a fast center square. You just have to go for it. And Ellie messed up the skip again, but does get the quit out for a second time. That being said, if you're Ellie, it's very possible that Ratty vacated tree scent. So I think she's worried about walking into a snipe. So that's why she's like, you know, screw it. I'm just going to go to Liurnia. That way I know I'm not walking into a snipe on center square. And oh my God, that's
3 in a row.
3 in a row. Okay, Rammer, you win.
Just go around.
And there's nothing left to say.
The mind games are about to begin for Ellie.
Yeah. I mean, this is, to be fair, Ratty deserves a break at some point. Like, Ratty Every single person, for some reason, it's like, oh, I got, this guy's a YouTuber. I gotta kick. I can't lose to a YouTuber. Like, I gotta kick his ass. Because everyone has played their best against Ratty.
I know.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to see Ellie have some mistakes, but if anyone's due for an opponent making some mistakes, it is Ratty.
I mean, how much time did she waste on just that little skip? Oh my goodness.
I mean, the skip saves 7 seconds. She probably lost about 2 minutes. But hey, it happens.
Ratty grabbing the Grace right before Yura. I'm liking it. Yura is the biggest bitch of all time.
I fucking hate that guy.
What's his Ash? The Fang? Oh my god.
Piercing.
Yeah, Piercing Fang. There it is.
Piercing Fang, yeah. Who's worse, this guy or Albrecht?
Fuck.
Wait, the club is fucking him up.
Holy the R1 spam. I forgot.
Now he has to heal, though.
There you go. There you go. I just go for those R1 spams again.
Yeah, he gets like stun locked. One more hit should do it.
Ratty, gotta be careful. Another heal.
And Ratty gets it. If it's a good katana, that could be huge. Dragon Skit, Serpent Bone.
That's awful.
That's horrible. That is literally the worst possible katana he could have gotten.
Actually terrible. Ratty will get this square.
Yeah, Varia will be his 4th and final friendly NPC. So that will give him center square. And honestly, he's not even too far behind Ellie.
No.
Due to the deaths.
Let's see what Ellie picks up.
Night Rider's Glaive.
Ellie picking up the crystal darts as well. Do we need the crystal darts on this board? Is there something I missed?
I don't think so.
Just probably.
They're good to have for like popping balloons or keeping up poise damage. I also just think it's like programmed into their heads that like you pick up crystal darts. All right, there's friendly NPCs for Ratty.
For that too. Yep. It's like.
Now is Ratty? Is he gonna get Liurnia? Yeah, he's gonna get Liurnia set up.
Closer to death root than I am, which is fine. Also means he probably has. Okay.
Okay, so I was trying to listen to Ellie think through that.
I have both of them up. I don't know if you want to talk about what they're also talking about.
Well, Ellie's concerned about. Ellie's aware that he's going to be ahead on death root due to Alexander. Like Ellie overall just has a pretty good read on it, especially because of the timing of the mark. Yeah. It tells you one of two things. It tells you he either died to Yura or he lost the race to Treecent.
Yeah.
Yeah, either a late death to Yura or losing the Treecent race. That's the only two things it could be. You know, one line I actually really like, you'd have to greed for it. Top left to bottom right diag. Tunnels and precipice, like 2 tunnels is hard to make work, but you know, that has a lot of synergy with precipice. You get 2 tunnels smithing plus 12, and then you have 2 stat squares, 30 arcane and RL 55. It's a little hard to make work. Like winning 2 tunnels with precipice is very rarely done. It's just too hard. But if you could make it work, it would be very scary.
I can't imagine on this board it's going to get as done early as we think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 45, 50 in before we see that square getting taken.
Yeah. A lot of it depends too on the weapon, right? Like this weapon seed is bad. The only thing you have available is Solitude, which like works. The thing is though, Tunnels is probably gonna go quick. Tunnels might go next. The question is just, do you try to greet it with Makar? Because Ellie here goes Red Wolf. Ratty probably then goes Tunnels for the block. But that also builds his own diag. That makes sense to me. I don't know. Ratty could try to make this smithing thing work. So Ellie's going to go into Academy here. She's going to grab these Sombra 3. Past the Burger Kings, most likely. Solitude you can make work. It just sucks because it even though it is just a strength weapon, you really need the strength here.
Yeah.
But even if you can get Rex without it, it's so awful at minimum strength. It is just terrible. Even at plus 4.
I think I used it in the DLC's first playthrough like a couple times and was just not happy with it.
Yeah. If you can get like 60 strength, it's pretty good. But in bingo, it's just bad, unfortunately. Ratty still does have a lot of time to make up in Liurnia, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a roundtable check yet.
Yeah. I mean, Ellie's more than comfortable with square off right now.
Yeah.
For Red Wolf.
The only thing is Red Wolf is like fairly tanky. Square off is not great on Red Wolf because Red Wolf has, I think it's 120 poise.
Yeah.
So it's 3 hits instead of 2. That is a big difference. Also, the damage on the Weathered Straightsword sucks. So this is not ideal for Red Wolf. I'm sure she should be fine, but it's not ideal.
I'd be surprised if Ratty tries to go Red Wolf this late. I feel like he should. I mean, I would be thinking Ellie is ahead on Red Wolf at this point. I don't know if I necessarily like Ratty trying to go for this. I mean, it's a block, so I mean, there is a world where Ellie might not try for this right now, but
Ow.
Well, I also think if I'm Ellie, Ratty is so known for liking to do the early academy play that it's kind of like you can read him. And like, I'm going to go Red Wolf now because he might try to go Red Wolf, or at least is very likely to.
Dad made sure to instill it in us that the Red Wolf play is always the play. Stagger by Ellie.
Nice job so far. That was a little sketchy because he did the double bite combo and then a different follow-up than usual.
Me, I can't fucking
Yeah, he didn't go for the third.
Good attack.
No way, man.
All the mind games keep continuing.
They do keep continuing.
3 deaths to the skip, 1 to Red Wolf. I mean, it was a little of a bullshit Red Wolf death. I mean, it's like when you get those glintstone blades paired with a jumping attack, it's just, all right, well, this is happening.
And also, this is what Ratty's looking for. You know, I talked to Ratty this morning before the game, and he's like, I know I'm not making playoffs. That's okay. Like, I want to play spoiler. Like, I want to ruin someone's playoff chances.
And this very well could.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this would be really bad. Like, Ellie really needs a win today to keep pace with Shura and Nexus, right?
Yeah.
Ratty is going into Academy, so he is kind of walking into a snipe.
No, normally, what Red Wolf's taken down at 15 minutes.
Sooner than that.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably thinking. I mean, Ellie must be having the mess up of a lifetime right now, or
Stop being an asshole.
going for something else. And I would be thinking they're going for something else.
Yeah, at this point, I would expect Ellie to be going for something else, like a normal Red Wolf time, like not necessarily super fast, but just like normal. I'd say is around 12 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
you do, let's say you're a minute slower because of tree scent. Once you get to around like minute 14, 15, if it's not marked, you could definitely be thinking that Ellie's not going for it.
One more hit for Ellie.
All right, and Ellie does get it down.
Okay.
Okay.
At the very least, though, Ratty can grab this Somber 3, and Academy progress is not bad.
I mean, I don't.
I think he will grab this Grace and warp
I
out.
think we need a block with
Yeah,
King Rot
it's
Knight
like
duo.
what a couple minutes of a time lost, but
Yeah.
he is gonna go through to get Virgins possibly for an easy Altus access, maybe.
I think just set it up for later, because he can.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that you can do here, right? Because Renala's a square.
Yeah.
That row or column 4 is very interesting because you have 2 great runes. Also, there's heal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Oh.
Ellie, do you see it? Yeah, there's heal. That's huge
Okay.
for incants only.
That's gonna be a quick
Top left
square
corner.
taken.
And we'll see what Roundtable has, like the actual merchants. Dragon Hunter's Great Katana.
Easy peasy.
So that's literally.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, Ratty needs to go there now.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I was saying about the 2 tunnels earlier.
I like tunnels. I mean, I think Ratty was saying that he thinks he needs to block with Queen Rot Knight duo. I disagree in the sense that I think tunnels is better, and regardless, I don't know. I prefer to play more aggressive, right? Especially if I'm in Ratty's spot, right? Like try to get the block that really benefits you offensively as well.
Yeah.
I mean, because also like fuck it, like what do you have to lose, right?
Ratty is going to see Great Katana, though. He will pick that up. He didn't check Corrin.
No, he's not.
I would like him to check Corrin.
I don't think it'll
I
matter though. Ellie's going
yeah.
straight there. Also, Ellie started Prophet, so she has the she already
she already has
the
the
finger
Faith?
seal. I think she is missing the Faith because even
Oh,
though
yeah,
it's Prophet, it
the
doesn't
stats are-
matter for stats.
Ratty, he did catch the. No, never mind. He picked up the 3. I wonder if he's gonna pick up the 4. You need 1,500 to fully upgrade the weapon. I don't know how much the Great Katana costs to upgrade.
Yeah,
I don't know what Ratty's dex stats are because you need 13 strength, 19 dex to wield
20.
Great Katana. 20.
20. It's 15-20, so it ends up
15-20.
being 10-20, yeah. With 2-handing. He has the Okina mask, which will help, but he's gonna need a bit more. Ellie's in a much better spot eco-wise, though. I'm trying to think, because there are some interesting lines. Like I like it's that Smithing Stone weapon plus 12 again. I honestly think that Smithing Stone plus 12 is going to be a pretty important square, even though neither player is probably going to run Smithing as a weapon. Because like that column 4, otherwise you have 2 eco squares and 12 incants in Memory of Grace with 50k. and 2 Shardbearer squares to give you the eco before with Renala and Godric. Also that if Ellie's able to put pressure on row 4 with Loretta on a very fast board, the other 3 squares you really suck to block. Garg, Smithing Stone plus 12, and Exaltation. I've talked about Ratty's diag, the top left to bottom right diag, because Tunnels and Smithing Stone synergize together, and then obviously a stat dump synergizes with Rune level 55. But the heal thing is huge for Ellie here, because Revenant will just die immediately.
Yeah. Oh, missed. Missed again. No, there we go.
Oh,
Just. I was worried there for a second that we were out of range. Another square for Ellie. Let's see where Ratty decides to go after seeing 3-1.
looks like Ellie's going. I mean, Ellie's just going C square gets square. Ellie's going Millicent.
Tunnels.
Yeah.
Ratty's going Tunnels, and I like this, right?
Yeah.
I do like Tunnels a lot.
Diag bingo inbound.
I genuinely think there is some merit to Ratty just saying fuck it's in the line.
Yeah.
Right, like he can do this and then Makar. He can run the Smithing Stone route. He has Dragon Hunters, which is going to light up Makar. That will be his second tunnel. He then gets Smithing Stone plus 12. And then at that point, just full send the Rune Race, right?
Yeah.
Like go to Dragon Barrow. Start destroying things.
Yeah.
Especially because I can't blame Ellie, but the way Ellie's going to play this is just like, yeah, pick up early squares. Like I think Ellie could go Millicent Invader into Paintings and, Deathroot, Renala. Like Ellie is going to just run away with the early stuff, with a lot of the earlier squares here.
I mean, I feel like if Ratty does go like Rune Strewn, it's gonna like Ellie's gonna have to pivot super quick to have a chance at stopping it.
Yeah.
I mean, because
it's
those N3 squares are pretty fucking fast.
Yeah, the only saving grace for Ellie would be that she is this has to be Millicent, and she's progressing into Caelid for Millicent, so she might have an advantage getting closer to those big Dragon Barrel bosses. But actually, no, she doesn't even go for Millicent. Seems to either just be going straight for Paintings or Feroth. Probably Feroth. Yeah, because Ratty leveled into Dex, but she needs more Dex. Ratty starting with the Okina mask.
Nice.
Allows him to get Dex faster.
That was a rhetorical question for the audience.
All right. One tunnel down for Ratty. Ellie finally gets to skip. There we go.
Yeah. And Ratty went first steps. That tells me he's going Falling Star.
Wants to get.
I mean, that is nice because you can get the Somber 5 and 6. And if you complete these tunnels fast enough, you can contest, right? Another option for Ratty would be tunnels into even just tunnels. You can send Ellie on a wild goose chase, right?
Yeah.
Because you could go tunnels and then, I mean, maybe you even greed Millicent first, but it is greedy. You can send Ellie trying to block something. You can then do Exikes and Ash of War. So Ellie goes from forced Smithing Stone into forced Crimson Cerulean Viridian, and then you can pick up other stuff. I don't mind that. The only thing, if that happens and you send Ellie to Smithing Stone, you need to make sure you get Loretta. Ratty being.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that row 4 sucks. And Ratty is going straight for Falling Star. This will give him tunnels and a somber 6 weapon.
I do like this for if he does end up deciding to go to Dragon Barrow. That +6 is gonna help a ton.
Mm-hmm. And Dragon Barrow is super strong because of the amount of economy squares on this board. There's RL 55, 30 Arcane, Memory of Grace with 50k, and 12 Incants. Those are all like, I need a ton of money squares.
Yeah.
All right, Ratty here fighting the Falling Star Beast. This thing should shred.
It's a good chunk.
What are we doing?
Eek. Nice stagger. I would use the Ash. The Ash does a crazy amount of damage, actually.
Yeah. And I mean, he does have.
And this is great for Ratty because this is going to be a snipe. Ellie's going tunnels. And then Ratty can go tunnels into Millicent. Hell,
Yeah.
maybe even paintings too. Like, put a lot of pressure on. This is really good for Ratty here. I gotta say too, this board sucks to play. Like, this board's so hard to play. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's very confusing. All right, Ellie. Where does Ellie go?
Yep.
I really hope Ratty does go Millicent. That would be a crazy block.
I'm still gonna do this because I want.
Ellie's gonna do it.
Yeah, so Ratty might have time to get Millicent and
Wow.
paintings. Ratty just greed like hell.
Yeah.
They're both playing.
Millie into paintings for Ratty. That forces Ellie to do. I mean,
Yeah. I understand why, but they're both playing very defensive, right? They're both like, I don't
Yeah.
want to get sniped, whatever. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if this is the board for a defensive player because I think you kind of just go full aggro. Aggro mentioned. We saw it happen to Snowy in the Snowy versus Glow game yesterday where like there was a very... This opener is arguably even more insane, but there was a very strong opener and Snowy just went for it and Low didn't, and it ended up really costing Low. We're going to keep it dual screen because Ratty's about to fight Millicent here. Or by fight, I mean Baboosh.
Babushka.
No! Ratty died! Ratty, how? Thank you, Tanner.
You're welcome.
That's not missing.
Skill issue confirmed.
Ratty babooshed himself.
Bro, can you?
He's still got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, is he gonna get the 5 right now? Oh no. What am I talking about?
No, he's
I
going
I thought I saw him going more right. And I was like, what are we doing?
God, dude.
I'm surprised Ellie finished this out now. I could see her knocking down the ladder, right? So she could come back later if she wants it, but I do think finishing this out now is a bit of a mistake. Oh, how the hell did she not get hit by any of that?
Yeah.
That was insane.
Close calls all around.
All right,
There we go.
What the
Ellie.
fuck was that miss?
Oh my gosh. Didn't.
Just
There we go.
died,
Okay,
dude.
Ellie gets
My
it down. We'll go check in with Ratty. And so that is only for the Somber 5 and 6. Could go for Dragon Wound Slash on the heal, honestly.
Yeah, it would have been enough to take her down.
I get why he wants to play this safe though, because Alright, Ratty gets this.
There we go.
Ellie's about to see it in just a second.
Ratty? Ellie's gonna go grab the Somber 5 currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Ratty pivots to paintings right now,
I mean, Paintings is strong, Exikes is strong.
I think Ellie is going Ash of War right now.
Yeah.
I think yeah. That'd be the logical block from Ellie right now. Block 2 lines.
I mean, Exikes into, if Ratty has any, well, Ratty has runes in his pocket from Millicent, so Ratty could immediately go Exikes into Mog with 50k.
Yeah.
Or potentially, depending on how much he's leveled, 30 Arcane. He did level the 20 dex, so it might not be enough, but... And is Ellie not going... Is Ellie also thinking Exikes? No, I think she's going Painting. She goes back to Celia Tunnel. Ratty here's going to be fighting Exikes. Ratty only has a +4, but he can get to 6 later. +4 should destroy Exikes, but...
I'd love to see an Exikes Ash of War play right here.
Yeah, great damage off rip. Oh, he's fat rolling. Hit the wing to keep up stance pressure and don't get rotted. Okay, he does get a hit on the head just to keep up that stance damage.
Perfect.
Okay, Ellie confirmed going Paintings. Holy damage.
Big damage. Wow.
Right, you can get one more hit on the head here, and then there will be the phase transition move. You got to just get on your horse and run in between the legs. Yeah, Exix is scary because he has such a big health bar, but he's like he's a ton of health, but he's very very weak to like everything.
Yeah.
So even though it is a lot of actual HP, it's not equal to other bosses.
Old man dragon can't take a hit, who's?
He's actually minus 100% to fire, so he takes double damage from fire.
All right, boy. All right, Ratty. Let's see it. Let's see a hit.
I'm having a bad fight.
All right, Ratty.
Yeah, he is having a bad fight,
doing
which
up
is
there?
not good because it's a
Get
fast
down.
board, but luckily he's not getting contested.
Zeki's.
No, yeah. Ol Exekicus.
Poise has definitely reset at this point.
Yeah, we should just be going for L2s. More damage. What's he? The heck is that?
One more jump or two will... I mean, I think an L2 would just kill, though. Okay, where that kills. All right, that's Exike's down.
All right, Ratty, go for Ash.
Well, the question is, does he go for...
Right now.
I think he's going to Mog. Yeah, okay, he does Mog. Memory of Grace.
What a fucking god.
Okay. That's fine, actually.
I mean, Ratty can put... Okay, so Ellie seems okay with the Memory of Grace. She was concerned about the bottom left to top right diag. She was concerned that he would go Arcane. If he went Arcane instead of Memory of Grace, that would have been a real problem.
Is what? All right, Ratty's probably gonna get his +6 on board currently.
Yeah. I mean, the thing... Status effects would be really good for Ratty. Ratty's gonna see paintings
Staves. I
here.
need staves.
Okay, he's going staves now. Don't know. Don't know how I feel about that.
Or feed 2 Deathroot to go wrong.
Who, Ellie?
Ratty was saying staves.
Oh, I couldn't hear for a second.
Oh, you're good. I don't think Ratty needs to.
Why not go for Ash of Wars? I mean, I personally have never done that square. I've seen it be done a bunch, and it seems like people like doing that square just because of the potential progression it gets you.
Yeah, it depends. The key to that square is kind of how you use it, right? It's how you synergize it. It's really strong because there's a lot of opportunities to synergize it. So you can get Hoarfrost Stomp by EG. You can get the Ice Mist thing behind Loretta. You can get Bloody Slash in Fort Height. Ice Spear from a Knight's Cav, which can be great for Knight's Cav, horse bosses, Liurnia bosses. There's one that just chilling in the middle of Kaled. I think that's Poison Mist or something like that.
Yeah, Poisonous Mist, Ash of War, and then there's Poison Mothflight from the Night Cav.
Yeah, and then there's also Bloodblade the second you get into Altus. So it's very synergistic. It just really depends on kind of how you use it.
Ratty's going blue Loretta right now.
I actually like Loretta a lot.
I mean, he's going to go Loretta into, I would assume, Ritual Pots. That's going to be the 5th he needs from Pedia.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just go Loretta, and then whether it's Ritual Pots or Status Effect Ashes of War, you have good prio on both of them, and you can just kind of pick and choose.
Mm-hmm. Ellie is going to finish setting up Dectus.
And getting, like I said, is how you use it, right? So she'll also kill the Fortnite for Bloody Slash. And the thing is, Dectus just sucks on this board.
Loretta Status Effect Ash of War is... Oh. Well, no.
What?
Can Loretta drop a...
No, but there's one behind her.
Oh.
Yeah,
right,
that's where the Frozen Mist or whatever is. She drops Loretta Slash, which is an Ash of War, but it's magic, not status. But yeah, I like this a lot from Ratty. I mean, he's in a good spot for sure. Especially because Ellie is...
I think I just heard Ellie talk about Loretta might be worth doing.
If Ellie walks into a Loretta snipe, that'd be really bad. I think Ellie has... What's hurt Ellie is actually playing too principled. This is not... This board is for Ooga Booga, I get square. Like, honestly, that's kind of the way that this board is. Playing really principled and like getting her... She mainly went to height earlier for the Source Seal. But like playing really principled and getting your Dectus medallions and these sort of things is just not great on this board. And she's going to go with for Loretta. This will be a very minor snipe, but a bit of a snipe nonetheless. At least it will psychologically affect her. No, they cannot, Anna. There are certain squares that are mutually exclusive. That like... basically, they're variable squares, so the square itself is rune level. It can either be 45 or 60, but they cannot be on the same board, no. Same with like the different Deathroot variants, then different Knight's Cav variants. There's a lot of different variants that we have. There's other ones that are less obvious. Night bosses in Everjails cannot be on the same board because most of the night bosses are in Everjails. Ratty gets smacked.
Oh, wow.
Alright, don't pull a Torsads and die here.
I know. The old Loretta issue. This is going to be a little bit of a time sink for Ellie.
Yeah, 100%. This is kind of perfect for Ratty, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if she sees it through.
I don't think it's. I don't. I don't think you can
maybe
see
for the
this.
ritual pot. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
she's gonna quit
quitting
out. Like it's that's why it's perfect timing because she's just far enough that she can't. That it's too far to see it through.
Yeah.
But it's, but she also did invest some time into it. Yeah.
All right, she will go grab Horrorfrost Stomp right outside, try to get ahead. She probably knows that Ratty is thinking about Ash of Wars now.
This will be Ratty's
First. This is Ellie's second.
Yeah, Ratty's gonna go grab the ritual pot now. I do think that's a bit of a mistake. I think you just grab their letter grace in the ash and then try to contest that. Because this square is gonna go real fast.
Yeah.
Ellie should be able to get this still.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna go to Altus for Bloodblade, and then we'll just need one more.
And then she has the Ekizyke's sight grace, or she has the Kayla grace. So poisonous mist is going to be an easy pickup.
Yeah. I mean, Ratty is going to try to contest this. I do think he will get... Is there any way he can pull this off? So he needs...
I mean, he can... I don't think so.
He needs this one in Hoarfrost Stomp. And then what's his third fastest?
Well, I mean, can't he grab this and then kill Nightcav? For...
Maybe that's his third fastest. If he
He's
tries
gonna
to
go
go
grab
Fort Height,
Hoarfrost.
he's probably cooked.
All right, so he's going back to get Horrorfrost Stomp.
Knight's Cav is his only hope.
He needs to go for a Knight's Cav right here.
Yeah.
Then it'll be a good snipe.
Yeah, if he didn't go for the ritual pot there, he might have had enough time to get for Fort Height. Now I can promise you if he goes Fort Height, it will not be enough time.
I heard that fuck through the floor.
Yeah, he's going Fort Height.
I mean, there's no way of knowing.
The only chance would be if if Ellie doesn't go Poison Mist for some reason, or like the Poison Mist guy does teleport, like if Ellie fucks it up.
I think Ratty's still faster. It's gonna take.
Maybe. I mean,
I think Ratty's good. I really think Ratty's good.
Maybe. It'll be really close. It also depends what grace Ellie has in Caelid. If it's Celia, she'd screwed. If it's like Inner Aeonia or the Exile Speech Grace, I think she has it.
This would be a crazy snipe from Ratty.
Wait. Oh, that's Ellie's fourth already.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
What did we miss?
We must have missed one, but ASIM confirmed that it is Ellie's fourth.
Oh.
Did she get Poison Mist? Oh, she must have gotten Poison Mist earlier. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Oh. I mean, at the end of the day, Roddy's still in a good spot, right?
Yeah.
Where do you go now, though? Is the question.
Let's see. I mean, Ratty has 2 bingos available. Ellie has 1.
Ellie's going Clean Rot Knight duo. Ratty's going.
Ratty still has 3. I forgot.
Yeah. They both have row 5 available. Ratty has the top left to bottom right diag and column 3 or column 4 available. And then Ellie only has row 5, right? Am I missing something? Yeah, she only has row 5.
Yeah.
Ellie's going for Clean Rot Knight duo. So Ratty's ahead 1 square, but Ellie is ahead on Altus. She's already in Altus. I don't think Ratty has either decked as half.
Ellie will pick up Clean Rot Knight duo.
Yep.
Ellie is +6, correct? Or unless I missed something?
Yes, she is +6.
Yeah. So This +6 should melt the.
Yeah,
If
she
you're not
should be
9-0.
fine. Also, getting the gold scarab, it's actually weird. It normally doesn't come into play, but this is going to be 3 games in a row with the gold scarabs come into play.
Yeah.
It's great for getting those rune level squares. Like, it really is great. And Ratty's going for it. This is going to be a snipe unless Ellie messes up. Wait, Ellie gets rotted there, quits out. Quitting out actually does nothing for you because you're
in the same place. It doesn't matter.
Oh, this is gonna be even because she's going back to reset. She's gonna die. She's gonna die here. Ratty will still be behind, but
Ratty's gonna be behind by like 30 seconds.
it's possible. It'll be even less than 30, but it'll be possible now. Like it would have been cooked.
Yeah, Ratty's also talking about gold scarab right here.
Nice little skip there by Ratty.
So yeah, Ratty's only behind.
Ellie goes
like
back
25
for her
seconds.
runes, gets rotted again, just says screw it. Ratty's gonna sit to level though.
I mean, all it
just
takes
get heals
is
back.
one hit from the Clean Rot Knight duo when Ellie is getting rotted down.
Yeah. Now, I do think Ellie has a big weapon advantage in that hers is +6. I don't believe... Ooh, the rat's helping Ratty. They're helping their kin.
Ellie is saying she's a little worried right now. And
Yeah.
I would be too if I was in her position. The Rat Pack is definitely out here today.
I don't know how I do this fight.
Oh, she's might be dead. I think she's just dead. Nope, she gets it off, but down to 1 pot. Ratty's entered the fight now.
4 pots versus
And
1.
Ratty's not rotted.
This is gonna need to be a clean fight from Ellie.
Yeah.
And fast with this rot going.
Also, Ratty might be able to get the first one. Ellie gets tagged. I mean,
I don't
Ellie's
think Ellie has
ahead.
enough
The
time.
question is, does she have enough time? I don't think she
I
does.
don't think so. No, she's gonna die.
She's dead to rot.
Oh my goodness.
She had to full
Oh
aggro.
my goodness.
This is gonna be huge for Ratty. And just devastating for Ellie too.
Oh.
Oh my god, Ratty almost greeted it and died. And Ellie's gonna be in the cave too.
Yep. I'm fucking cooked this game.
Oh, and her runes are gone as well. I think she had 20k.
Yeah, she had a bunch.
Oh, the Ratty Tanner chats are rock fucking hard right now.
This is crazy. We
Yeah.
have a match, boys.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, especially with the
I-
start, right? This has been what a turnaround for Ratty. This game was 3-1 for Ellie. Ratty has been on a 6-2 run since.
After that square, if I'm Ratty, I'm feeling really good about my position
Yeah.
right now. No
also-
bingos.
Yeah, all the bingos are blocked. It's not like she's hiding something.
Yeah. I mean, we're going finish a boss off with the physic next.
And actually, I misspoke. Ellie did not upgrade her. It is only +4. I just saw her pull it out.
She went to go. Oh no! I don't. She went to go pick up the 5. I don't know why she wouldn't have upgraded it.
I don't know. It's I swear, unless I can't see, I swear it said only +4 there.
Even if it takes 20, 30 seconds to upgrade it, you're gonna get that time back easily from the damage increase.
Yeah. This is Ratty going for explosive physic. This is a good fast square, but it does not put any pressure on the board. The row 1, both row 1 and column 2 are double blocked, so this is purely a majority square by Ratty. Looks like Ellie's going for Radon. Ellie's looking at 30 Arcane, really concerned about blocking the Diag. And it is a good square for her in terms of blocks because it blocks both the Diag and row 5. Because the sooner she can stop feeling pressured about bingos and just try to go C square, get square, the better. It seems to me like Ratty's just saying, I don't care about bingos anymore. I'm just going to go C square, get square. I'm up 2. I have all my bingos blocked. I want to win majority, which I think is totally valid.
Hopefully I can get a peek at Ellie's level, see how close she is to 55.
Not at all. She's barely leveled.
Yeah.
The good side of her having barely leveled is that she's closer to 30 Arcane. And also, like, psychologically, Ellie's the one with all the pressure right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, again, like, Ratty obviously, you know, for pride, right? Like, especially he's a lot better player than 0-4. I do really firmly believe that. But, you know, he wants to, the biggest thing for him is just, like, getting off the schneid, right? And, like, you know, playing for pride. But for Ellie, right? Like, she's 3-1. She's right now in third, in sole third for the Recusants division, right? Nexus is first at 5-1, Shura's second at 4-1, and then Ellie's third at 3-1. If Ellie loses, she's going to be tied with Nartok at 3-2. Stocko has to play tomorrow. She could be tied with Stocko at 3-2. You know, Chris is 2-3, right? Like it's the difference of like being very clearly ahead and like looking great for playoffs, or like, okay, now I'm in the dogfight with everyone else.
I'd also like to see what Ellie's arcane stat was. I think it was 10 when she started.
Yeah, I think it was 10 or 11, somewhere around there. Also, Explosive Physic and Death Root to Gronk do have great synergy too. Because you go through Third Church to the teleporter to get to Gronk, you get the Physic from Third Church. It's pretty easy to explode. I mean, the Tibia can fly up, but you could try to explode the Tibia. If that doesn't work, just kill the Tibia. You can then go for the Black Knife, right?
Yeah.
Like, theoretically, 2 bosses that should be very explodable. Not the best, because they can dodge it, but explodable. We'll stay with Ellie until Ratty gets this Tibia low, then we'll go to the dual screen so we can watch him blow it up. Really nice first phase by Ellie there, nice and quick.
Quarter of the health down. She should be able to almost script the first part of this fight to get him down.
Yep. And Ratty's about to blow up the Tibia here. As long as it doesn't fly, he's good. Okay, Ratty gets that.
Nice.
Sketchy attack! Oh my god. How did she roll that?
I need to be careful about this game.
All right,
Good kill from Ellie.
that should be 30 Arcane.
Okay.
Let's see how close.
I mean, Ratty's in a great spot here though, because Ratty gets he got Explosive Physic. Now he needs Death. Now he gets Death Root, and I mean at this point it's just counting squares, right? He needs 4 more. Ellie will level. And yep, there is 30 Arcane exactly. Crazy how it tends to work out that way. And she's at rune level 38.
That's fine.
Perfect. Oh, I felt bad spending my runes there.
Ratty-
I knew I had to. And Ellie
Ratty-
gave me the
Ratty
perfect
said
excuse
perfect.
To not worry about 30 Arcane. Have fun.
He is very much liking that Ellie went 30 arcane right now.
Yeah, because he was going to level because it's faster than
Yeah.
Memory of Grace here. And he almost leveled Arcane there.
Yeah.
And then Ellie marked it and he's like, great, I don't got to do it. Okay, Ellie does get up to +6 now. I don't think she ever grabbed... She must have never grabbed a 5.
Yeah.
I thought she did, but I guess she didn't because she clearly used the 5 at Radon. Ellie's going to go Renala here. So going Renala will destroy all the bingos, right? Ratty will get the Death Root Square done either equal or a little bit before, relatively equal.
Yeah, so we're looking at 9, 7, 4 more squares for Ratty. I mean, there's a Ratty is ahead on ritual pots by 1.
Yeah, the biggest difference is though Ratty will be up 2 squares, but Ellie has a Dectus lead or has an Altus lead. She's already in Altus. I don't even think Ratty has. Did he even grab the half at fort height? I don't think he did.
No, he did not.
Ratty also gets a Crimson Talisman there. So Ellie started with it. She started with a Crimson Talisman. She started with the Crimson
Amber Medallion.
Amber, yeah. Ratty gets the Assassin's Crimson Dagger there. Okay, so he's gonna feed to Garwonk in just a second. We will go full screen with Ellie here.
Ritual pots.
This might be the longest feed to Death Root to Garwonk stays on the board the entire season. Because that's like an 8-minute square.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ratty's just gonna run to Feroth here. Nice 1 cycle on Renala.
Careful not to kill her too quickly.
Did you hear that weird shriek as she face transitioned?
Yeah, it's my chair.
Ah. I need to be really careful to not bleed Proctor and kill her.
Bro. Okay, that's 3.
Four summons for Ellie. 2 more hits.
4. Okay. I think I can do staves after this, maybe.
Alright, that's great for Ellie. Sounds like she's gonna go staves. So she is an Altus lead and should be fairly well ahead on RL55 at this point. Yeah, I mean, Ratty is definitely he's in the lead, but it's not necessarily obvious how he closes this one out.
Yeah, I mean, when are we pushing Godric? When, like, I mean, Ratty.
Yeah.
The game might get to the point where Ratty needs to kill Radon to get Valiant Gargs done.
I think so.
Access.
So in these spots, I kind of like to think like, okay, where are players' priority and where are like the swing squares, the squares that can go either way. I think Ratty's priority is rituals, right?
Yeah.
So that would get him to 10. Ellie has priority on rune level, Gargs. Then she has Altus Prio for a bit, but they're even on Godric's, stones, smithing stone, staves, incants, and exaltation. So really, I mean, those are the 5 squares that I think are the most important. Godric's Great Rune, smithing stone plus 12, staves, ritual pots, exaltation, and also Crimson Cerulean Viridian. If Ratty's able to win 3 out of those 6 squares, he should win. Because I don't think Ellie will contest ritual pots. That's going to be the key, though. He has to win. In Ellie's case, she needs to win 4 out of the same squares: Godric, Smithing Stone plus 12, Staves, Incants, Exaltation, and Crimson Cerulean Viridian. That's the question. Because yeah, Ratty's going ritual pots now, and I don't like this. I like that Ellie's going for kind of a battleground square, while Ratty's just going for his own prio. I use this example a lot because it's the best example that I have, but you know, if you think about like an election, right, especially in the U.S., right, it goes by state. This is not political, just strategy, right? When people are campaigning, they campaign in the battleground states, the states that could swing either way. In like a bingo game, the squares where you have really strong prio on, sit on those, right? Especially when you're square counting late game. Where you want to fight is the squares that can go either way. Because if you just claim your prio while your opponent goes for the squares that could go either way, it can be really bad. I hope that makes sense, even though I don't like that example, but it's the best one. I don't like that example, but it's the best one I have.
I mean, the only thing I could maybe see Ratty thinking is, you know, she killed Renala. She definitely has 1 ritual pot on board.
And there's staves for Ellie. But she dies with 40k.
That she's gonna have to go back up.
Yeah. All right, so that's Ratty's 1, 2, 3, 4th ritual pot. Ratty just has to get the one by Red Wolf now. And he does have a grace. He has Schoolhouse Classroom. So this will be ritual pots for Ratty. I think after this...
I imagine Ratty's going Altus after this, and then he's gonna start those Altus squares.
Yeah, I mean, the question is just like, what's the fastest? What gets you the synergy? Ellie's going Incants. Incants is very valuable. Very, very valuable. I don't know. Like, Godric's, I think, takes too long.
What are we grabbing? Oh, the key for Exaltation Talisman.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it might be the key. She's going Incants.
Oh, you're right.
This would have been a heads-up play by Ratty, actually, to go Incants here. Because he could have killed this knight. I don't know if he has the money, but he could have killed this knight. This knight drops a prayer book with 3 Incants. As well as... I don't think he actually would have picked up an Incant anywhere else. Yeah, the only other option would have been to get one from the Dragon Church. So yeah, Ellie's going to get Incants.
I mean, Ratty had virtually no money.
Yeah. Not for the first. I don't think for 2 does he give one, or do you have to give 3 for him to give an incant? I actually don't remember.
No. Ratty has 1 incant. He got Frenzied Burst.
Okay. But regardless,
first is the seal. Second is the incant.
Ellie's going to get the incants here, and if anything, this game is starting to swing in Ellie's favor based on that count that we went for earlier. Because Ratty chose to claim his prio, so like of those 6 squares that we identified, Ratty still has to win 3 of them. Ellie's going to have, she'll be down a square. It'll be 10-9, but she also will have pretty clear and obvious prio on RL55 and guards. Actually, that's not necessarily true though, because he doesn't know that she killed Radon.
No.
I was operating under the assumption there isn't a Radon square. So
Early, I did hear him earlier talking about that she might have killed Godric. He was talking about she might have killed Godric when she killed Renala.
Mm-hmm. So there's incants.
Ratty seems to be surprised by that square. Ratty does not look happy with that square being taken.
Ellie's going to Smithing Stone plus 12.
And just like that,
As well
she's
as
right back in it.
As well as potentially Crimson Cerulean Viridian. You can do Altus Margit for the Viridian Talisman.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing here, Ratty? Oh, yep.
He was upgrading. I think Ratty's going Godric. Not sure what where's.
He's grabbing the key
Oh,
for
the-
Seathwater
okay.
Terminus.
That's good. Exaltation I like a lot.
Yeah.
This is going to be really tight. This endgame's going to be crazy tight. I think Ratty just needs to win it. If Ratty's going to win it, like, unless Ellie skill issues to Gargs, he's probably going to need to win it before it gets to Gargs.
Yeah. He's gonna need to go Exaltation,
Yeah.
Talismans, and then maybe he goes Godric first. I think there might be a potential snipe on Godric with how both these players are playing right now.
Yeah. Ellie's actually going for Crimson Cerulean Viridian, it seems. Because she's hunting Altus Margit right now. Or not? I thought she would be.
I mean,
There's
she has
nothing.
Crimson. She would get the Viridian right here, and then
Because there's nothing past here. Like, there's nothing else. I guess just grabbing the Grace for safety. I think just grabbing the Grace for safety. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because, yeah, there's nothing north. There's nothing past Altus Margit. Yeah, so grab the Grace for safety. Set up your physic. Because Altus Margit does hit like a truck, and this terrain is horrendous. It's still Margit, but this terrain is so awful. I mean, I think Ratty... He might have to win 3 out of 4 with Smithing Stone plus 12, Godric's Great Rune Exaltation, and Crimson Cerulean Viridian.
yeah, I don't see an easy way for Ratty to win this.
Yeah.
This seems like Ellie's endgame.
Yeah, the Ritual Pots, I think, was just a huge mistake.
I mean, it's so hard to see that as a mistake. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it definitely was. All right, that's Viridian for Ellie.
I was a mistake not getting this earlier.
I mean, the only way is if Ratty's... Okay, thank you, Tanner. If Ellie... I mean, Ellie has sacked a bunch of runes, especially because she's done like, she did like, incants and stuff, and she's lost some runes. Also, Ratty has the gold scarab. There is potential, maybe, for Ratty to snipe RL55.
It would take 2 Dragon Barrel bosses?
Probably.
With Gold Scarab, it'd be close.
Yeah.
I mean, just the one alone could get you up to what 40 something.
Yeah. I fucking love cum.
Who said that?
I have no idea. Thank God my parents aren't watching. Okay.
I think mine are.
Ah.
What level is Ratty? Ratty, I think he said he was 25
Lower level than Ellie.
for sure.
Yeah.
He's at least 10 below Ellie.
All right, that's exaltation.
If I do this quickly, I can go do Godric.
Ellie talking about doing Godric next after this square. Ratty
I
going
mean,
to
Ratty
kill
might be
Radahn?
looking at. Ratty doesn't
Radahn?
know Ellie's done Radahn, so Ratty might be looking at Radahn into RL55 and Gargs to finish. I mean, if he does that,
how are you thinking Ellie got 30 arcane?
there's a lot of ways it could have been done. It doesn't necessarily, like, if she didn't level at all, it could have just been Godric, right? I mean, if Ellie does,
I fucking love cum!
thank you.
No.
I mean, if Ellie does go for Smithing Stone plus 12 and GGR here, and Ratty goes for RL55 and Gargs, he can take it. And I think that's what she's doing. She's going to be grabbing Smithing Stones here.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be grabbing the 1s and 2s and then getting probably just the bell bearings for the 3s and 4s. I will also say Ellie's pretty damn good about, she's one of the best players with Smithing Stone route, so she knows her stones. She will be very efficient.
I'm curious to see the timing on when both of these players will get these squares. Who will be? I wonder. Ellie has to go Godric. I think. Maybe not. I mean, Ellie's gonna get Smithing Stone, and then I mean, you could just go. Ratty might be able to go. Radahn to Valiant Gargs.
I think it has to be. Yeah, Gargs don't give a lot, and realistically, I think the players will end up claiming 55 before Gargs. I don't think they do it double.
Ellie's at rune level 38 after Radahn. She still needs 220k runes, 255.
I mean, I think realistically, Ratty's play here is just
Gargs only gives like 50k runes.
Also, realistically, Gargs will probably be the last square.
Yeah.
Right. Like if there's a world where it's 12-11, the player who has 12 is going to probably hard rush RL55. They're not going to try to do double with Gargs, right?
I honestly think whoever gets Godric's Great Rune might win the game.
It's so hard to tell. Like it also just depends on what Ratty does, right? Because there's another chance that Ratty basically just says, okay, I kill Radahn, I have a +6 Dragon Hunters, right? I then go kill Dragon Barrel bosses to get RL55, and that can give my character levels to prepare me for Gargs, right? And then I just bet that I win Gargs, right?
Yeah.
Like that's viable too. Ellie's about to get Smithing Stone plus 12.
She would. Surely she goes Godric after this.
I mean, I also think they've lost each other. Like they
yeah.
don't know where they are. Early on, it's really easy to track exactly where your opponent's been. Late game, it's a lot harder. And given that Ratty just did Radon there, it tells me that he doesn't know exactly where Ellie is. And I don't think Ellie knows exactly where... Or Ellie's not going to... I don't think Ellie will guess that Ratty did Radon. So Ellie is going Godric. She will have a lead on it, because I don't think either player killed Margit, right?
No.
We'll see what level Ratty can get to. Ellie's at level 38 currently. Ratty can get to 43.
All right.
He's going Dragon Barrel. Yeah, so this is going to be a Garg's race. This is going to be a Garg's race because Ellie's going GGR. Ratty's going Dragon Barrow. So for Ratty to go, let me get the rune calculator up. This thing saves my life. So from Ratty to go from 43 to 55, he needs 171k, so that's going to be 2 Dragon Barrow bosses. Ratty's going for the Putrid Avatar in Dragon Barrow. He'll need this plus 1 more big Dragon Barrow boss.
How many Ellie's gonna get around 50k runes?
Ellie's not gonna have. Ellie's way too far off. Like Godric's not gonna be enough. Ratty's gonna go. Ellie's gonna go straight for Godric and then restore. Ratty's gonna go here and then Bridge Grail, and then they're gonna be pretty much even going into Gargs.
Yeah. I mean, surely it has to be more of a time sink for Ellie. No.
Ellie
killing Godric, going all the way to Godric's Great Rune. I feel like Ratty.
There's a chance Ellie
should be going
sits.
into Gargs faster.
There's a chance Ellie sits on it. There's a chance Ellie like kills Godric, sees RL55, and then pushes Gargs.
I mean, do any of the players have a close grace to the entrance?
I think they both have fort height.
Okay.
It's possible one of them forgot to grab it, but almost every time, if there's Gargs on the board and you go to fort height, you grab the grace, right? I mean, Ellie's really not going to be that far behind because she might be through Godric phase 1 by the time Ratty kills this avatar. Yeah. It's just a long-ass fight, even with the +6 Dragon Hunters. Dragon Hunters is not great on this boss because it doesn't bleed. It will do really well against Bridge Grill because that will be what he goes for next. It's just the only thing that makes sense. Thank God for Vig. Yeah,
Big
see, Ellie will literally be in phase transition.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Ratty gets a stun here.
Maybe an L2 from Ratty to finish it off? No.
I think 2 more R1s will do it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, he goes straight for Bridge Grail. Ellie's nearing phase 2. Oh, that's a mistake by Ratty.
Yeah, you need to. I mean,
he should have gone straight. It's not enough.
No,
because he's gonna have to run back for Bridge Grill. Yeah, he's up to 40, 51. Yeah, you need Bridge Grill. So yeah, he's gonna have to redo. That's the 30-second time loss.
Unfortunate. He could. Yeah, he could have gotten
or more. Yeah. Oh, Ellie. She's fine, but a little scary.
That was scary. That was fucking real scary.
This is gonna be a dead even Gargs.
I must have missed the stagger through the.
It might have not been if Ratty went immediately, but I mean, depending on how well this +6 Dragon Hunters does on Bridge Grail.
Yeah, because she's immediately going to restore. I mean, the biggest thing is Ratty has way more health going into Gargs.
Ratty's still thinking Ellie has to kill Radon currently.
Well, he's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, if this is a fast fight, if this is a fast bridge fight. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. We're chunking.
Yeah, this guy's A, not as tanky as the Erdtree avatar, and B, dragon hunters hunt dragons.
Huh. Is that something new?
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, my brain's too fried to get. Once I get to bingo match 3, my brain's too fried to get little jokes.
See, there's a stagger. L2 off rip. Let's see it. Good damage. And we still have a blue on board.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Who is this? This is getting very fucking close.
I mean, Ellie will probably activate GGR for, like, at least that'll even out the level disadvantage a bit, because she'll activate Godric Cretin probably. I'm sure it's worth it, right? More damage, more endurance, more health. They're going to be dead even, realistically. By the time Ratty actually sits in levels, they will be dead even. Yeah, Ratty will be 30 seconds ahead. There should be enough for 55. Yep, that is enough for 55. Ellie's going to see the mark in just a second here.
38. Doesn't matter much, does it?
All right, so Ratty started running at 45.
Does not. I can put these in.
So I'm gonna try to keep tabs on how much of a head start he has currently.
Yeah. Oh, it's not 2 minutes. I mean, by the time
2 minutes? I mean,
60 seconds at most, I think. You said he started running at 45?
yeah,
Yeah.
23:45.
To be fair, Ellie's had some weird juju about her. Like, in terms of, like, in these end games, we've seen once in the qualifiers and once earlier this season where, like, her opponent skill issues. Yeah. I mean, 45-second head start, like, that means it's enough of a head start to give Ratty one clean attempt, but if he dies, that's it,
Yeah.
right? Ratty has realistically one shot uncontested.
I mean, Ellie's health bar is very small going into guards.
She has 68k runes on her though, and she doesn't want to level because she doesn't want to make. You don't want to put. If you know you're fighting Mimic next, you don't level health because then Mimic tier gets more tanky. Yeah, he does only have 6+1 flasks, Ratty. That's not good.
Ellie has
9+3.
Yeah.
A hell of a match.
Valiant Gargs are weak to slash.
No,
sorry,
resistant.
Strong.
Yeah. Dragon Hunters is not a great weapon against them, but it's
Yeah.
not the worst. I mean, the biggest thing, and like you kind of hate to say it, is like sometimes Gargs can just give you like a you lose, right? If you get poison misted at the wrong time, you can just die. Also, there is a rune arc here right before Mimic for Ellie. As long as she knows about that, which she should, she will definitely have Godric's Great Rune for the fight at least one time. Ratty gets to Mimic first. Ratty's Mimic will be slower because this Mimic's going to have about double health. Yeah. He doesn't want his Mimic to heal. It does get the heal off, though. Ellie's about to be entering the fight.
Ellie is still 45 seconds exactly behind.
Yeah, we'll see what it is after the Mimic, though. Ratty gets enemy felled at...
We'll say 15.
16, I think. 15, 16. Yeah, you can see Ellie's Mimic has a lot less health.
If Ellie
Now,
has a...
she did give it armor, though, so it's going to have a way more bleed resistance.
I wonder why... oh. I mean, she's going to skip. All right.
Yeah, she skips the heal. So Ratty got his dead at 16 enemy felled. Ellie got hers at 13, so the gap is now about 27 seconds. Ellie is grabbing the Grace to level and equip GGR.
I mean, it makes sense. It was going to happen eventually. But that was very good of her to...
I mean, either way, this is going to be a either a insanely well-deserved first win for Ratty or, a very well-deserved, win for Ellie. Because, like, Ratty's played super well. Like, I said, Ratty's not 0-4 skill-wise. He's played very well against very good players.
Yeah. This board's been super fucking
Ratty,
fun to
what are you
watch.
grabbing this Grace for? There's no 14th square. He's fixing his flasks. Fair enough. Okay, he can upgrade his flask. The question is how much, actually. He has some upgrades. That's good.
Is he going? He's going all red.
Stone Opaline hard tier is good, and Stone Barbed.
Yeah.
I'm fine with all reds.
And he does have the Crimson Talisman. If he does get a riposte, that is also... I mean, that's a good chunk of health back. I don't know how many staggers are going to come with a slash weapon when you're... I mean, he's not going to be doing any R2s.
I think he will get some staggers,
like jumping R2s?
He should get staggers, actually, yeah. I mean, I think this is the third time this season has come down to Gargs.
Tanner, quick, get under Ratty's table. I'm on my way.
All right, Ratty enters the fight first. Health bar appears at like 41.
Come on.
L2 it out, baby.
Okay, Ratty was about 15 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
They're both drawing them back into the corner here. The idea behind this is you want to give yourself more time to kill the first one before the second one comes. Ratty gets a stun. That's that Stone Barb tier doing work. And actually, crucially, Ratty's going to be able to build up poise damage before the second one spawns. So he might be able to get a second stagger almost immediately. Like, you want to shred... You want to get the first one down. The hard part about Gargs, I would greed there, Ratty.
Yeah.
You can't let this one refill its poise. You need to stun it.
He'll get a charge right here.
Oh, this is bad. I mean, he could tank the hell out of it, but the second one comes now for Ratty, and Ellie dies! Ratty has no idea, but he has this...
So great for Ratty right now.
I don't know if Ellie has another rune arc, by the way. Ratty's caught in the poison. Ratty's, I think, might be dead here.
Yeah. Squeaks it out. All right. He's gonna need to run. Create space a little bit.
Ratty really fucked up the second one coming in. He needed a second stun and didn't get it. We'll go full screen with Ratty because he is very clearly ahead. Poison Mist is coming in for him.
He is poisoned. This is not good. He almost has his first down. No, there's no way. I think he should just quit out right now.
If he, yeah, he's getting tagged. I think you just die.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, he's gonna get
no
poisoned.
way.
Yeah, you die. He's caught in the poison mist now.
Ratty, yeah, brother, you do not have enough health.
Die. Yeah, he's gonna die. He's gonna take the death.
That's not good. That's awkward.
And Ellie has no health, like, in terms of actual...
Okay.
Are either players
No way.
utilizing the L2?
No.
I mean, I don't know how much damage it would do, but
Bro.
Oh, Ellie might be in a lot of trouble here. Ellie might go down.
yeah. Ellie's getting double teamed.
Survives.
Okay.
Ellie only has to kill the second one now.
You really are gonna poison.
Eiffel Tower coming in hard.
Ratty needs Ellie to die. If Ellie
I mean, all it takes is 2 good hits from.
No way!
she goes down. Because she got double hit both by the axe and the ground slam.
We need a stagger here, Ratty. Good attack.
Ratty gets the stagger. Riposte plus like a few L2s. Well, he's almost there. Ratty gets tagged. Now he's in the poison.
A bad slew of attacks for Ratty. Makes it out.
This is a game of cat and mouse between Ratty and the Gargs.
More like cat and rat.
True.
Oh.
Ratty's getting. Ratty has so
Ratty,
much health.
he's
Getting hit is fine as long as he doesn't get poisoned.
He's gonna.
Ratty
grieve
gets
right here.
the first one down. Okay. Ellie's close on his tail, so if Ratty does die, the same attack that just got Ellie hit Ratty. Ellie's in hell right now, though. Ellie had a really great opportunity there.
Get out of the mist.
Will bigger red bar be the definitive answer?
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be the difference, but also I think Ellie, like, I don't know. I know Ellie, I think if you tell her she has to kill one guard to win and has plenty of flasks in a health pot, like, you know, she's gonna bet on herself to do it. And yeah, but that's gonna haunt her, I think.
Great
If Ratty can pull this off.
Riposte. L2.
Dude, that Dragon Hunt, that
my.
Ash
The
does
L2.
so much.
L2 right now while you're. Four flasks in a dream.
I think it's because it's a headshot. Like, it was, I
Yeah.
think it was a headshot. I mean, Ratty has plenty of health.
Tagged again.
Ellie dies.
Again. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Ratty just needs to play it safe. I mean,
he doesn't know though. He has no
Yeah,
idea where the fuck
it-
Ellie is.
it-
Like
I-
for
yeah,
all he
he-
knows,
he-
Ellie could be 2 seconds ahead of him. Right.
Yes! Let's fucking go, baby! We're on the board! Suck my nuts, Ellie! Woo! Holy shit! Come on, baby! That's what it's all about! That's what we're here for! I'm the fucking best in the game! I'm coming back! 4-4 the dream! Playoffs, get ready! Holy shit!
4-4 the dream.
Oh, I'm fucking bricked as shit. Oh my god. Unbelievable plays from the Radicus Rye. What the fuck, man? What the fuck just happened? That was the greatest game of bingo I ever played, besides where I died at Millicent. Holy shit.
GG's to Ratty. GG's.
Let's go, baby! We're on the fucking board.
How stressed were you?
Oh, so stressed.
I was stressed.
I was stressed.
Listen to Ratty.
I was fucking mega stressed. Because I got like, it was like 7-3 or 7-4. I'm like, oh shit, I got a chance to win. Fuck. Don't fuck up.
I'm definitely gonna have to do some constructive feedback after this one, because you made a there was quite a few questionable calls in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My decision making was questionable all the way through. But it worked. You know, we take those. We fucking take those. Holy shit.
All right, let's bring him in for a post-match interview now. That was wholesome.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hello.
GG's.
Yeah, GG,
GG's.
Ratty.
GG's,
My
Ellie.
phone,
What
man.
a fucking game.
Yeah, I think I threw pretty bad in a few places, but
I did as
Nice.
well.
yeah, I died getting to clean rot duo twice, and then you mark the square my third time getting in. I got rotted twice, and I had to reset because I just fucked it up.
Oh
And those were
no.
like, I shouldn't have lost that square. I think I'm assuming you didn't have any incidents. I like was there and
Yeah.
got it, and that was
I got
that
through
honestly
clean.
was, yeah. And then yeah, I had Garg's pretty dead to rights. I had that first one dead one attempt, and I rolled and got double hit by the axe Garg and died.
I got
one-shot
poisoned
me.
when I almost had the first one dead too and just let it go because I had like 3 heals that didn't do anything.
Yeah, no, I definitely could have killed. I should have killed Gargs at least twice. I had good RNG 2 times, but just didn't play the fight well. It's a hard fight that I don't do.
Were
very
you
often.
ahead of me on Gargs then, commentators?
No, you got there first, Ratty, but Ellie was fighting more efficiently.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
my first attempts I think were really good. I just fucking
Yeah.
I threw that one attempt where I killed the first one. Really fucking felt
Yeah.
bad because
The double axe slam ground pound.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
mean,
like getting double hit by it was pretty rough. I thought
that was pretty much the only thing that could have killed you, because you didn't have a ton of health, but you had plenty of flasks, right? Like,
Yeah.
And yeah, the double hit was
I shouldn't have rolled in. I should have rolled
Yeah.
backwards. I'm so
What
used to
did
rolling
Tree
into
Scent
it.
drop?
Nothing good.
nothing. It was Spirit Glaive.
Oh, thank
Yeah, you
God. I
got
started to have
hunters.
that feeling. I was gonna go back and check, but the pace
Yeah, you-
early, I was like, he must have dropped dog shit.
I used Dragon Hunters for the whole game. For the most
Me too.
Part. Yeah. Yeah, I died to Red Wolf once. Those were like the Clean Rot Night, like tunnels on the way in, Red Wolf, and I had a really, really long FSP fight that I was hoping to be quicker. I just wanted to get a +6 weapon with it, so
Okay.
you mark tunnels, but I was like halfway through, and I'm like, well, I'll just kill it quickly, but it was not as quick as I wanted it to be.
I did get the +4 online before I went to do tunnels.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Because at that point,
yeah.
I was like, well, try to seize weapon advantage and pray. Because early, I was really nervous. The early plays were... I did you start with square off, weathered straight sword?
Yeah, I did.
I
Yeah.
went club, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the wrong decision. But even when I loaded in, I was like, I might just go for friendly NPCs still. And I was like, no, you can't let Limgrave Tree Scent go, so that's probably a bad call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought by your timing on NPCs, I sniped you on Tree Center. We were racing, and I just like beat you to it. 'cause
Yeah,
your
you beat me
NPC
on
time
Tree
felt
Scent.
Slow. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you played really well. I just
No, I think you both. I think you both played well. Like obviously there were, it wasn't perfect, but it was an
No.
incredible game. Like I mean, it was very close throughout, right? Coming down to
Snipes,
Gargs at the
fast-paced.
end, snipes, fast pace. Yeah, I mean, it was the end was crazy. Like because Tanner and I were counting squares. Ratty didn't realize that you killed Radon for 30 arcane.
I did.
So
That makes
I
sense.
was Ratty then pushed into your prio, right? Because we were talking, we were like, okay, Ratty has ritual pots, Ellie has prio on Gargs and RL55, but then like the battleground squares are Godric's +12 staves, Incance Exaltation, and Crimson Cerulean Viridian. And then Ratty just pushed into Radon. We were like, oh shit.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
get a Squareth and Valiant Gargs ruin level 55 is the way to win.
Yeah,
And that was because I
yeah.
read 30 Arcane as Renala and Godric, actually. I just assumed you had insane Godric prio the whole game. I never went back to Stormveil after 30 Arcane. I think I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I definitely just wanted to get plus there's a lot of eco. Like I got all the eco squares for the most part, right? I got
Yep.
smithing, incants, arcane.
Everything
didn't
but
get
Memory of
Mog.
Grace is the only one.
Everything but Mog, yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually gonna go to Exiles when I was like hoping to do that one, but you marked it. I'm like, oh shoot, okay, that's okay. But yeah, I mean, you played really well. Your pace was really good. I definitely think I need to watch this VOD though. There's a lot of mistakes to learn from. That's okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
game.
it was
And
really
there's also-
the biggest thing that surprised me was honestly just kind of how passive the early game was. Like, 'cause it was a very rush heavy early game, and like it was. I felt like you were both like were playing to not get sniped. That was the biggest thing that surprised me, but otherwise it was a great match. Like really fun
I
to
got
watch
nervous
too.
about the early game. I don't know about you, Ellie, but I was like, oh, this is like
This is probably
really easy to lose like early
Yeah.
here if you fuck up too bad.
yeah, this is probably my weakest, and this is like in no way this is like an area of growth for me. But these boards are my weakest boards. Like low altus, no capital, like very like scattered early game boards. Like I feel like this is where I can get the most. Like I don't know where to go, like what to do next, and the routing is harder. But so yeah, this
Yeah.
I'm keeping it close felt good, but
I had to really dig to find synergy on this board. It was not great.
Not a
there's
ton.
there's a few, but not enough. That's why I wanted to do Red Wolf, because I saw Ritual Pots and Renala and Eco
Yep.
Squares, right? So
You did. I was running to Red Wolf when you did it. I was pretty sure you're doing it, but I'm like, God, if I get Red Wolf, this game is so much easier.
yeah, I died to it too once, which was pretty fucking dumb. Like just a lot of like early misplays that I yeah, fucking dying to the. I've never died to the skip before into Liurnia from Stormhill.
Yeah,
Well, I
The
quit him
three-
twice, and then
Yeah.
the one death was like, okay, we're gonna.
Okay, Rambler, you win.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like fucking Rambler. If he's watching this, I think he was sleeping. Thank
He
God.
was no.
yeah, he
He
was
said
watching.
nothing. He only
Fucking
sent one
Rambler.
message during this match, and it was after that.
Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. Yeah. But
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, you came to play Ratty, and I'm you did really well. So
Yeah, this was the most
Good
fun
to
I've
see
had
ya.
playing bingo in a while. This was a
Good, man.
really fun match.
yeah, good. I'm here to learn, and I know there's like a lot of hype about like playoffs and whatnot, but I'm really just here to keep growing. I don't want to stop playing bingo after this tournament, so I'm trying to keep like a long-term growth process in mind. So
That's smart.
every game is learning. Yeah.
Well,
Good.
thank you so much, everyone. Tanner, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Tanner, for joining me today. It was a. I'm glad you were here. It was a ton of fun. Please, guys, go follow Tanner on Twitch and YouTube. He's a new video out. Came out last night. It's great. You should go check it out. Holy damage only. He definitely shows off his bingo skills by not knowing that Albric exists. And we will take a short break, and then we'll bring Ratty in here for the final match of the day. So we will be back here in just a second. See you all soon.
Please become Elden Lord.